If you're a big swim team and you like to order a lot of gear, maybe you ought to check out Swim Outlet Team Division for these reasons. Swim teams receive a 10% discount on bulk orders. Swim teams or organizations get an 8% commission on referred sales. You'll also like their customization services, which is affordable and available at all times during the year for all team gear. With over 50,000 items in stock, you can get most anything you want. Swim Outlet Team Division. You need to try it out. You'll be glad you did.
This is the Morning Swim Show for Tuesday, October 14th, 2014. I'm your host, Jeff Cummings. April Cheadle is our guest today in the Finis Monitor. Now, like our guest yesterday, April is the recipient of the Carrie O'Brien Coaching Award from U.S. Masters Swimming. She coaches the Bainbridge Masters team in Washington State, in addition to working with the age groupers at the Bainbridge Island Swim Club. And April joins us now via Skype. Hi, April. It's good to see you. How are you today?
Hey, Jeff. I'm doing well, thanks.
Well, good. Congratulations on the award.
Thank you. That was a big honor and a shock.
Yeah, so there you are going about your business and you find out that you win this award. I would imagine surprise is just kind of a not the exact word to talk about how your emotions were that day.
Oh my goodness. I didn't even know I'd been nominated. So it was, I received the letter from Carrie O'Brien in the mail, and I sat there at the post office crying because I was like, oh, just to be acknowledged for that and just to know that the athletes and the people that I work with thought so highly that they would take the time to nominate was just a blessing to me. So.
Did you ever get a chance to read the nomination packet that they sent in? I know those are that will probably bring you to tears.
You know what, they told me they were not going to let me read it, so I haven't read it, but I don't need to. I'm blessed by the athletes I work with every day, and I'm thankful. So yeah, they said a lot went into it, but they're not letting me see it. So.
That would probably be for the best.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, you started coaching this team in 2010. What convinced you that you wanted to take on this job?
Good question. I've actually been coaching swimming in all areas from club to high school since 1998-99. And so I had also been working and teaching in an elementary school in the Central Washington. And with the economy kind of changing, I was really feeling led to pursue coaching or teaching outside of the valley I'd been in, and started applying at different places. And I actually, funny enough, have grandparents within a 10-mile radius. Both sets of grandparents live close to Bainbridge. And so that was a huge draw to say, oh, I could be near family, and what a lovely location. And I'm still close enough to my parents and sisters that I could drive home in 4 hours and visit them. And so applied to Bainbridge, and was really thankful to go through that process and be hired in 2010.
So that was this is your first and only master's coaching job you've had?
Yes, up to this point I've done club and high school, and so it was a unique perspective to look at masters and say, you know, here's a group of athletes that maybe time-wise aren't always going after the same goals as club, but what are we actually working towards? And we're working towards like health and fitness and the ability to swim as long as they want to. And so that was really unique to me because I love teaching and giving drills and progressions and seeing that growth, and coaching masters allows that time. There's not a season where you have to get it all done in this amount of time. So that was attractive to me to say, okay, I can really take some time and invest in people. And so I've been loving it. It's just been more than I anticipated moving over here.
So they're, you know, no matter the age, they're all swimmers,
Exactly.
But they're also adults, so that you have to kind of approach them a little differently than kids. You know, was that an
Right.
easy thing for you to do?
I felt the transition went fairly smoothly. For me, it's all about just relating with people and understanding what's their story, why are they here, what are their goals, how can I fit into that. And I think one of the biggest gifts these athletes have given me is their trust. And so being able to come into the community and just learn about my athletes and join where they are and where they want to go, and being able to plug into that it's all about relationships in master swimming, and so that for me was a big draw and an easy fit, I feel.
Right. I was browsing through the team's website, and I saw that 4 days a week you have a dedicated dry land session,
Yeah.
which is extremely rare for master swimmers because, of course, time is of the essence. You got to fit so much into the very limited time that you have. So what prompted this idea to add a dry land workout 4 days a week?
Great question. As we age as adults, especially, no matter how much we love being in the pool, we start realizing that sometimes we need some extra. And to be able to handle our own body weight, being able to pull that in the water to really understand alignment and strengthening. And so it was a need that I saw in the athletes, and said, if I start dry land, would there be an interest? And so we do a lot of body weight exercises, core strengthening, balance, stretching, just thinking about how we transfer information from land into the water and trying to merge the two. And it's just been successful, and the athletes can tell a difference, and they feel stronger, and they're noticing that they can make changes and improvements a lot more quickly. And so that's been a huge benefit, and just the ability to stay flexible as an athlete, and it's huge. So yeah, it is unique. I recognize that.
Well, as a master swimmer myself, I know that it is very important to keep that strength going, because as you get older, there is that natural tendency to lose muscle mass. So,
Yes.
But definitely there is also that thing of, the dry land always helps you, just like you said, be able to pull your body weight through the water, because,
Yep.
a lot of swimmers, as they age, techniques change, things change, and so they have to learn to do that. So, talk about some of the exercises that you do. I know you mentioned kind of the general, but what are some of the exercises that you do?
Yeah, we do a lot with like physio balls, the large balls that you can kind of support, do planking on.
Right.
We also do a lot of medicine ball activities for really getting kind of some fast twitch muscles, but reaction drills and things like that. We spend a lot of time really focusing on how does your body respond to putting it into plank position. Can you hold your body there? Can you make adjustments to your body and control the fine details of getting your core to stabilize without throwing off your whole balance and things like that? And so we do a lot of ab exercises, and I try to incorporate the medicine ball or partner activities in with that. And we do stretch cord exercises, staying healthy through the shoulders, and really trying to also target some of the muscles that we're not always using in swimming, trying to get those anti-muscles so that we're staying healthy both directions. So usually we take about half an hour, and we run through a warm-up, do some core ab exercises, do some planking, do some reaction drills to get some fast twitch going, do some squatting and lunging and skipping and all sorts of things. And I love to think outside the box. So my athletes are always prepared for anything, and they work hard, and they've been open to a lot of change.
Well, that is good, because like adults are, the last thing they want is change.
Exactly. It's so true. Yeah.
Well, being in Western Washington, obviously you have access to the ocean and a lot of other non-pool water venues. Do you do any kind of open water training at all?
Absolutely. That's a huge component for us, being in the Pacific Northwest and having the Puget Sound just right out here out the back door. And so starting about end of April, early May, we start getting a contingent of athletes that sign up to go out open water swimming. So our evenings are full of going out in the Sound, or there's a couple of lakes around here, and just getting out there, stretching out. And early on in the season, I mean, you're suffering your brain freeze, face freeze, you've got all your gloves, your booties, multiple caps on, and the whole wetsuit. But it's definitely, it brings in a whole different component of athletes. So it's fun because I have my open water athletes who are training all year round but really live for this summer season. And then I have my triathletes who are itching to get out there in the lake. And so it's a great opportunity, and we just have so many options to really practice in, and so it keeps me hopping during the summer for
I'm
sure.
sure it does.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned, we've talked about your dry land, something that is unique among master swimming. Something I
Mm-hmm.
think is also unique that you guys do is have dedicated fundraising with your BAM Booster Club. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. Our booster board is unique in that I'm kind of the director over the booster board, so they really make all the decisions. They select and vote in president and vice president and treasurer, and we try to make sure there's a lot of transparency so that I'm not touching the funds. They really are in charge of bringing in the funds, and so anything from our swim meets to we do offer a dues charge at the front. We say it's an optional, and a lot of athletes pay into that, but then that allows us to run swim clinics and things like that throughout the year, and then those become fundraisers as well too. So we've brought in various athletes that are of interest to our population. So we've had, like, Olympian Rick Colella has come and given us a breaststroke clinic, and we have also brought in Scott Lautman, and he's talked open water swimming. And so we really love having local area people come in and share their expertise, but we're also then able to say, hey, just for a nominal fee, and then the Booster Club grows funds with that, and then we're able to purchase more use at the pool, different paddles or whatnot. So it's a really unique group, but then I love the ability to have those funds to channel where we have interest and desire from the team.
I want to go back. You said club dues are optional?
Oh, I'm sorry. The Booster Club.
The Booster Club dues. Okay,
Yeah.
because I was going to say, if you got optional club dues, you
yeah.
got to have 500 swimmers on your team.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. No, they have monthly dues,
Okay.
but booster dues are optional, and but this is such a giving community. They are so generous, and they see value in what we're doing here. They want to be involved, and so that's just really been a gift, and people want to put their time and energy and resources into it, and they love being part of the team, and so it's a great combo all around.
Well, it definitely sounds like it. I'm definitely, if I'm up in that area, I want to go check this club out. You guys sound
Yeah.
like you have a lot of fun too.
We do. Swimmers are awesome. I mean, such a great group of people, but I really think, and I recognize the more I travel, the more unique I recognize Bainbridge is, and thankful to be here for sure.
I'm sure you do. Well, I know it, like you said, you got a lot of work to do to make this club a success as it continues to be. But before we let you go, April, we want to submit you to the final 5. These are 5 questions we ask our guests on the Morning Swim Show. So
Yeah.
the first question for you is, if you could trade lives with any swimming celebrity for a day, who would it be?
Oh my goodness, that's such a good question. I would have to say go way back and go to Gertrude Ederle and go swim the English Channel. That's ever since I was little, I thought that would be the most amazing thing to do, and that's still trained to do, but the idea of it just is massive in my mind, and to be that fast at that time, just, yeah.
I like that answer. Very good. You're going way back with that one.
I am. I skew a little older there.
Okay. Which non-swimming celebrity would you like to trade lives with for a day?
Oh, wow. That's tricky. I don't follow up on celebrities very often. I'd probably go way back, and I'd trade places with anybody on the Oregon Trail, so I'm going way back. Nobody current.
Okay,
So-
like Lewis and Clark, people like that?
Oh yeah, I mean I could do the Northwest Expedition. Yeah, one of the explorers definitely.
Okay.
Just to come out and see this area when it was just untouched, I think would be unique, and to travel and go through the hardships that they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Besides this current year, what's a year of your life that you would like to relive?
Relive. Oh. Boy, I'm really loving life where it is right now, but if I could not pick this year, I probably would go back to when I was 12, and that was the early 90s, so I'll just leave it there. And that was the first year I was able to really get my first taste of being trained in a club team setting, and I just loved swimming. It was my passion forever, and to be able to have coaching, that was the first year that I think really kind of started me off on this journey. So.
Well, that's great to hear. What is your favorite movie?
Oh, favorite movie. I love, to narrow it down is hard. Let's go with, Okay, a lot of people are going to laugh at me, but let's go with Anne of Green Gables.
I'm not going to laugh. Everybody has their own movie taste.
This is true.
All right, last question for you. What is your favorite season?
Fall. We're in it right now. Apples are on the tree. Thanksgiving's coming up. I get to wear sweaters. It's all good.
All right, that is good. Well, April, thank you so much for joining us today. Congratulations on not just winning the award, but all the success you're seeing with Bainbridge Masters, and we're looking forward to seeing more from you guys.
Thank you. Come on up and visit whenever you're up here.
I would love to do that. Thank you very much.
You betcha.
And thanks to you as well for joining us on today's Morning Swim Show. You can find the latest news in aquatic sports by going to swimmingworld.com. And don't forget to follow us on social media as well. I'm Jeff Cummings. Thanks for watching.